Alright, and hello and welcome to the first video edition, I guess you could call it, of Magic Market. I'm awful at writing, so I've decided to make videos instead. So today we're going to be covering some more rares from Gatecrash. We only got through about 5, 6 or so mythics last week, so I'm going to go cover a bunch of them today. We're also going to go try to cover a lot of the changes in prices of such cards as Show and Tell and Silverblade Paladin. We'll get into that later. So right off the top, we're going to look at something that really shocked the hell out of me today when somebody asked me in the store. Old box prices have flown through the roof since December. I have no clue why. I don't know what's doing it because the cards inside of it have not risen that much. Just the sealed boxes themselves have gone crazy. Yes, I mean crazy. Mirage, back in October, you could have easily gotten a box for under $300, maybe $300 on the top end. Now, you are extremely lucky if you can get a box for under $500. Mirage is not the only one to take a huge jump. Alliances. And yes, I know there's Force of Wills and alliances. But honestly, how many Force of Wills are you going to get in a box? One? No, more than that. But I mean, four. Four is the top end, right? Yes, there's 45 packs. And yes, Force of Will is only an uncommon, but you're only going to get four in a box. The box is not worth $650. That's right, $650 for a sealed box of alliances. I don't know who's paying that much. I don't know what the hell is wrong with them. But you know what? I'll sell my box at that price because if you don't sell it at that price, you're kind of crazy. It does not have that much more room to grow. Legacy as a format cannot last that much longer, and Force of Wills can only be played in Legacy, so come on, folks. Now, also went up is the Urza's boxes. Urza's Saga has gone up to $700 a box. I said that correctly. Back in November, back in early December, you could have ordered the box straight off eBay for $450. And that, I thought, was a stretch. $700 is crazy. Urza's Legacy has also gone up from about $250, $300 to $500 for a sealed box. And good luck getting your hands on these two boxes. As of last time I checked on eBay, there's 3 Saga boxes in English left. What the hell is going on? Alright, now we're going to look at a couple cards that have changed in price since just about last week. Thragtusk, the big macho bitch of this format, has started to go down. He is well under $20 now, holding at just about 17. I think the hype for the next set might be affecting Thragtusk's value. Sphinx's Revelation is also on its way down, just finally touching $16. I expect that to go a little bit lower. The card's good, but $20 good? Seems a bit much. Silverblade Paladin also started a nice trek downwards. He's now worth about $8 a piece. And I mean, that might not be much, but I mean, for a guy that got to $10 and never really won events, I just never even understood why he was at $10. Geist of St. Traft has also gotten to a much more reasonable price, out of that $30 range, which was just insane, back to $25. $25 on this guy always seems like a good price. He's insane. He beats a lot of face. Next, we got Show and Tell, the big winner of last weekend at Star City Open. The 12 post deck presented this card, and somehow it actually made this card jump up quite quite severely. It took a $15 jump over the weekend. It's now a $60 card, up from about a $45 card. I mean, that's not a huge jump, but considering it just won one event and like a 250 person event, I mean that's pretty good showing for this card. Now another card that I discovered this week that seriously, like, how was Abyss. The Abyss. The Abyss last year around November, you could easily pick up one at 100, 110. They're now $150 for the English version. The Italian version went up from about 70 to 90 to 100 to 110. No friggin' clue. I don't know what it's played in. I don't know who buys these things, but they are going up in price. Just pretty much a show that investing in Magic is really never a bad idea. Also, we've finally seen a teetering out of the price of Deathrite Shaman. $14 seems to be the roof where he can go. He's really good in modern, but as of yet, he hasn't really broken standard in half. So I think 14 is good, and I think that's all we're going to see out of him. Next, the bargains that I've noticed this week. Veraska has gotten down all the way to $7. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go down all the way to $6 before the end of the month. Now, that's a good investment in my book. It's a planeswalker, and there's always the chance that he'll find a home in the new format. Also on the bottom end is Dreadbore. Is never a bad deal to pick up one of those at $3 a piece. They only have room to grow from there. Alright guys, and last but not least, we're going to cover the cards from Gatecrash. We're going to try to get through as many as we can right now. Hopefully I won't have too many rares and mythics left to cover next week. So, first and foremost, Aurelia's Fury. Damn, is that a good card. But Star City is currently pre-selling them at $29.99. TCG players got them at $27.30. That's a bit high. I just wait a little while, and I would expect $19.99, $20 a piece, near or around the time of release, maybe even lower. Just wait, you'll get what you want. Next up is Blind Obedience. Now this, I'm not even sure if it's going to be a jank rare, if it's going to be playable, and I guess we're really going to have to see what happens with Exhort as it continues to develop as a mechanic. Star City's got him at $4.99, TCG players got him at $3.79. I expect to see it as a $3 card, so honestly, unless you're betting on Exhort or this color, Black Orzhov, being just insane in the next format, you probably should just wait on it. Next up is Borgar, this big enraged guy. Let's say that because I'm going to pronounce his name wrong if I try it anyway. So Star City's currently pre-selling him at $5.99. TCG players got it at $3.95. Yeah, he wasn't good last time he was out. I don't think he's going to be good now. So unless you're looking at getting him as an EDH general, just wait. You'll get him for cheaper. Next up, Breeding Pool. Oh, here we go. These lands are just awesome. This picture is awful, though. This picture is just awful. But the rest of the ones are really cool. Anyway, so SCG's got them at $14.99. TCG players got them at $13.13. And you know what? $13.12 seems just about right on this land right now. So if you're looking to play them, pre-order doesn't seem that bad. Next up, Death Pact Angel. Okay, so SCG's got them at $5.99. TCG players got them at $4.49. You know what? I don't know if they're going to be insane, but there's hope. So, I mean, you get them at $4. It's still a mythic. If it does well, it could be worth a ton more than $4 each. So, you're looking at taking a risk. It might be a risk worth taking. Next up, Frontline Medic. Here's another one that might be worth a risk. SCG's looking for $5.99 a piece on pre-order. TCG's at $5.42. You know what? I think you can get them these things for about $5 a piece. They're not that bad. They could be worth a ton more. They could see a lot of play in the new meta. We're gonna see what happens, but yet again, if you're the type of person who wants to take a risk, this seems like a good card to take a risk on. Next up, we got Legion Loyalist. SCG is asking for $3.99. TCG players still asking for $3.99 a piece on these. And you know what? Personally, I think I'd pay $4 a piece on these. They look like something that could see standard play. All right, now we got Stomping Ground. SCG is looking for $14.99 a piece on them. TCG players at $12.60. You know what? I think $12.60 is more realistic. $12 a piece, or at least near that region. As long as you're looking to play them, seems like a good investment. I'd go ahead and buy them if that's what you want to do. If those are the colors you want to play, yeah, might as well. Now you got Thespian Stage. Okay, SCG's got them at $5.99. TCG players got them at $5.99. The reason TCG players still has them at $5.99 is because these things were just sneaked the other day. These are not going to see Type 2 play. I don't know who's telling you they are. They won't. They're not good. They might see some kind of play in Legacy, but honestly, they're not worth $6. I don't even think they're worth $2. Just ignore this thing. And right before we finish, just FYI, guys, last week I called Gideon not being worth $25. His pre-sale price is now down to $20 and looking like it's still going to drop. I think people are finally realizing that while this guy's a house, he doesn't really have a home. There's nowhere to put him in. So, I mean, now's the time. You want to go on eBay, order yourself a couple of these at $18, $19, $20 a piece. Take the risk. That's about the best you're going to get on them. Anyway, see you guys next week.
Well, that was new.